So we argue that because that's football, and until when that sponsorship came, they also struggled. So yes, I agree, we're not marketing it, we're not making it a brand.
Exactly, that it's the brand actually, Austin, because if you're not making your stuff a brand, nobody is interested. No company got to where they are today by associating with themselves with never-do-wells. So you've got to go out there and show that we can get this thing to the highest level. We can get your name to the length and breadth of this country, but just do your stuff well, be credible, be marketable, be honest in your dealings. And I think one day we'll not be sitting here to talk about these things again, because Austin, it's quite embarrassing that we sit down on television and be talking about lack of funding.
Talk about a country not being able to prepare for the Olympics.
The Federal Republic of Nigeria is what we're talking about, Austin. We're talking about the Federal Republic of Nigeria, a country of more than 200 million people.
This is the market.
It's embarrassing.
I mean, George Foreman Jr. sat where you were sitting, and he said, Austin, my dad told me, go to Nigeria, that the talents are there, that the market is there. I mean, that's an American. Live in America. He didn't go to Cuba.
Austin, in a country,
go to Mexico.
In a country where you can stand at the Lagos-Ibadan Express Road and pick 200 talents. You can go anywhere in Lagos. You can go anywhere. I've said this on this platform many times. You can go anywhere in this country. You will not lack talent. Talent is not the issue. Desire is not the issue. Enthusiasm is not the issue. But we're not just doing things right. And I totally agree with Toby when he talked about credibility in our associations, in our leadership. We've got to be plain. We've got to be transparent. We've got to come out and say, we're honest. We want to do business. Come. Let's do business. And until that happens, Austin, we'll still be talking about this.
We don't want to talk about it anymore. So it's a call to the leadership of sports in Nigeria. Let's find a way to get out of this thing. This is 2017. And 2018 July is the Commonwealth Games. 2020. Another Olympics will come before us. I will still be talking about the same thing. It's embarrassing. It must stop. And hopefully it's going to stop someday. Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Let's move on to some of the cherry stories. The Nigeria Professional Football League is on break now. The league management company, they have announced that it will commence on January the 14th, 2018. But, of course, before it starts, teams must get busy because, I mean, the time comes when you will not be able to prepare. And that's it right there. NPFL teams are involved in pre-season tournament. Toby, which of them is on the top?
Gold Cup tournament in Ilorin right now with several teams, top MPFL clubs. Then teams are from the NNL, Remo Star who got demoted in Long League side, FC Lebede, ABS who also got demoted. About 10 teams in two groups. And this is the semi-final features between Novi Stars and Castinal on Wednesday in Ilorin. The Niger Tornado versus Kano Pillars on Thursday. But a lot of teams got us talking. MFM, the CAF Champions League, team failed to progress in a group where you have Tornadoes, Castina, FC Lebede, and ABS. And for MFM, in 4 games,
they're going to represent Nigeria.
They got 5 points, just 1 win. They lost 1 and they got 2 draws. I think right now Fidelis will be worried. I think the only positive thing for them at this Gold Cup tournament was one of the new players in the Victor Mboma, who joined for Remo Stars. Get to manage to get on the scholarship. They got a chair also to play in this tournament. Some few players. Yes, you can say it is pre-season. They're just getting ready. But for a team that will play on the continent, they should be showing some class. I think I'm really impressed with what kind of players have done. In this tournament, finishing second in Group A. 8 points, level on with Nobi Stars. They've got new players also in Zube, and their coach, Musa, is really, showing a lot of, big statement that he can get the job done. When they gave him the job, a lot of questions, why is Musa, why not, experienced manager? And the Kano Pillars manager said, we want to give him a chance. And he's proven it, very. It is pre-season. It is pre-season.
Just on the record.
But it's showing a bit of stuff. Why are we worried for MFM? Because in the pre-season, in a group where you have Castina and Tornadoes, MFM should be able to pull their weight for a team on the continent. And also Castina United with a new manager, progress. Remo Stars, still big story for them. Remo Stars didn't get to win a game in 4 games in the pre-season tournament. So I think Fatah should be worried right now. They've got big fight in the NNL next season.
Because the teams that didn't make it from the NNL will be hoping that will be their next season plan in Yobong. And that's why this pre-season tournament is very good, because for teams like Remo Stars that's going to the NNL and they think Bayelsa United would just come and say, oh, welcome, and come and win because they're coming from the MPFL. It's going to be tough. They need more of this to test their abilities.
Yeah, I agree with you, Austin. The NLL will be very tough for teams like Remo Stars, the Shooting Stars that are just good. It will be very difficult for them because, in all honesty, the guys who were very close, you talked about the guys who were very close to getting promoted last season, they'll be very, very fired up to start the season on the right note and say, this is an opportunity for us to right the wrongs of last season. But you also look at Remo Stars. I'm sure they've sold a couple of their players. Victor Bauma, good signing for MFM, by the way. I think MFM, Remo Stars would need to do a lot in terms of, they're not going to splash the cash and go around getting very experienced players. No big player wants to play in the NNL, in all honesty, but they need to find a way to get back into the big time because, in all honesty, you want more privately owned clubs in the MPFL. We really liked what Remo Stars did quite early on in the season. Free Wi-Fi at the stadium, it was chicken and meat pie left, right, and centre. We won't see that again in the Premier League. That's what we'd like to know. But great stuff, and I'm careful not to read too much into MFM not doing well in pre-season
because games can be part of it.
Because I still think the players, it's pre-season, it's for the fitness, it's for you to get into gear and all of that. So the result don't necessarily count, but it's just get into a new season. But momentum is important. You've got to find a way to be able to kickstart a momentum at the start of the season because if you see why Plateau United won this league last season, they started well.
That's right.
If you don't start well, if you're playing 10 matches and you're not in the region of 19, 20 points, then the season can be like that for you.
That's right. That's right. So it's all about the pre-season, our teams getting ready for the start of the new league. Okay, let's get on with the show now and talk about meanwhile you can talk to us about the preseason Gold Cup that is taking place right in Ilorin, Kwara State. So talk to us on Twitter channels, on the Sports, Facebook channels like Facebook. We are actually scrolling those messages so you can keep them coming. And I'm seeing loads of messages. Arsenal football fans, relax. It's the North London derby. I know it comes with so much vibes, and Arsenal got it convincingly, but relax, we're going to get to that discussion. Let's talk about some other things. We told you also that the Falconets, they've qualified for the final round of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup. Qualifiers will be taking on South Africa. 3 goals scored by counter-attack. So Christopher Danjuma and his girls, they play counter-attacking football. So if you are not careful, if you blink, they're going to close your eyes for you. They played from counter-attacking positions and instead in Nigeria. Under-20 girls, the Falconets, to a 5-1. I would like, when you beat on 5-1, it's not a defeat.
It's a hiding. It's a real hiding. And also, the girls are absolutely flying. The game started quite late. They had to play on floodlights later in the game. But that's a great strike. That's a great strike. And also, like you said, you see the way Christopher Danjuma sets his side out. They play great counter-attacking football.
That's it. Sports at counter-attacking football. Sports Tonight at Channels Television. Let's go on this quick break also. When we come back, we'll talk more. We'll show more love to the Falconers. Don't go anywhere. Stay.